Yo.
What up? What up?
Ooh, what up, though?
Welcome to the Midnight Hour.
Let's go. We had to get back on track. Do what we do at the times that we do.
That's right. That's right. Make a hit correctly.
For real. Bro, it's funny. I was watching a YouTube video last week.
Yeah.
And I saw myself, and I haven't had a carb since. I was like, God damn it.
Oh, I was telling you too, man, that I'm fucking. So 10 years ago, man, I did the fucking super shred diet with you, right? I was like 39, turning 40, wanted to be sort of back down to a better weight, and I'm doing it again. Not the super shred diet, but doing the shred diet this time. Not near as heavy as I was when I was 39. But definitely want to drop back down to fight weight 205, baby. Let's go.
Yo, that's still is that heavyweight or is that light heavy?
I don't know. For me, it's the fucking right weight.
Let's go.
It. Welcome back, everybody, to the Carpet Football Podcast. He is Juan and I'm Sean, and every week we get together, have a few drinks, talk about things going on in the world, try to focus on things making an impact, whether they be good, bad, or otherwise. Hit them with a drink of the day.
Ooh, yep. We're doing like an old classic cocktail, which I think we did this very early on in the pod. I can't remember. But I wanted to do.
We've done it before.
Yeah. I was craving a Negroni. Yeah, I know we've done it, but I couldn't remember we've done it on a pod or like on a fight night or, whatever. But
both.
We had to. Yeah, probably both. But it's been a minute. And I went down this rabbit hole in the Negronis, and I've been craving a Negroni lately. But I wanted to try, like I've usually done the, stereotypical. Obviously, you do the gin and you do the Campari and you do a vermouth. And the vermouth, everybody does the martini and Rossi one, and that's usually like the most common one found.
That's what we did. That's what we've done before.
Yeah, that's what we've done in the past. Yep. And so what I wanted to do was sort of like add a little higher end vermouth and maybe a slightly better gin. So we did this Tanqueray number 10, which is just a slight level above their normal Tanqueray, like regular Tanqueray. And then for the vermouth, we did this Carpano Classic, which.
It's good.
It's really good, man. And it's funny. It's triple the price of the Martini and Rossi. It's still nice, but the Martini and Rossi is like $10 a bottle. That's,
okay.
Yeah, so it sounds worse than what it is. It's not crazy. No. But it is really good, man. And it made a difference. And the Campari is but one of the things I noticed is with Negronis in the past is that if you use a botanical gin like a Hendrix and all that, they don't come out as good. There's something about like the flowery stuff that doesn't really sit well with the Negronis, because you want sort of a bitter, almost citrusy mix in there.
Okay.
And so, which is why I stuck to like the Tanqueray. I know Beefeater is good too.
Dude, I wonder if the Rangpur would be good.
Dude, I want to try that, man.
Right?
The Rangpur lime, or even the Seville orange one.
Yep.
And I know like a lot of people, like a lot of the Negroni sort of like connoisseurs will tell you, yeah, you don't want to do the flavored, gins. But I gotta say, man, like we muddled an orange, so we'll get to it. So in a glass, we muddled and actually Sean put me onto the Sumo orange, which is delicious.
Sumo Mandarin.
Sumo, is it a Mandarin?
It's a Mandarin.
Oh, so yep. Sumo Mandarin. So we garnish. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. I've had too many. We muddled in a glass. We muddled a Sumo Mandarin at the bottom, just a wedge. We added ice and then added an ounce of each one. Added an ounce of Tanqueray 10,
Ooh, okay.
An ounce of the Carpano Classico vermouth, and then an ounce of Campari, and stir it really well. Garnished with a little orange peel, and that's it, man. It's simple. 1 and 1 in ice. Muddle the orange, the Mandarin, and this is fantastic. It's good. I mean, I like Negronis, but it is definitely slightly better than the regular Negroni.
Yeah, sure. No, and I've had them, with you before, and I liked them before, but this one is better. And then muddling that orange, that Sumo Mandarin. If you guys have seen it, if you've been to the supermarket lately, it's these oranges that the skin is it's almost like extra wrinkly, and it has like a nipple on the top.
Yeah,
like a big nipple.
Like a nipple. Yeah,
like a big nipple. But they are freaking delicious.
I was uncomfortable buying it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt dirty.
And then you only bought 2, and they was looking at you funny at the register.
I did, and I'm all like, "Feel this one."
Like, why?
You think this one's right?
Why you only get 2?
I'm like, mind your business.
But the oranges themselves are phenomenal, and then the fact that we muddled it at the bottom was just I don't know, that sweetness of the Mandarin orange fucking just hit.
Dude, it made a difference because I was just gonna do the wedge or just the peel, and then you had the idea to muddle it, and it changed it, man. It's so good. I love, dude. The first time I had a Negroni was in New York.
Okay.
And it was at an Italian place, and obviously that's their jam.
Oh, really?
And he made me like a traditional one, and I think he did use Beefeater and the vermouth and the Campari. He used the Martini and Rossi, but there's a level up. I can't remember what it's called now, so I don't want to say the name wrong, but it's like Martini and Rossi has one level up. And it was a great Negroni, and I remember trying it at home. I love this cocktail. It's one of those things, though, that I don't do a lot because two of them just fucks you up. It's like, this is so much liquor in it because it's like 3, 3, and 3. You're like, oh, I've had a cocktail and a half just in one. And so, but it's so good. I like
really?
It, man.
Two,
and
right?
I guess it's 3 ounces.
Right?
Well, usually you do 2
of,
ounces, and or you do the actually, you could do a shot and a half.
Shot and a half.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Or ounce and a half.
So it could be 2 cocktails. So you do one and you're like that. You do 2 and usually you're feeling amazing. Mm-hmm. So I tried not to do them as much, but it is a great drink if you're having one and you're watching something at home or you just want to unwind it's fantastic. And I love the flavor. I love everything bitter. But yeah, try this out. Really simple. 1, 1, and 1. You guys can take the regular Tanqueray. Just try to stay away from anything botanical. Do the Martini and Rossi, and it'll be just fine. I just wanted to sort of elevate this one a little bit, and it's good. I think it paid off.
The vermouth definitely made a difference because it does. It was even without the orange. Like in the beginning when you first gave it to me, I was like, oh yeah, this is good. Like, this is different.
Yeah, and then you don't want to do like the gins. You don't want to get too wild because you don't want each one to overpower the other thing. Like what I have found too with different gins is that if you get a gin that's really bold and really strong, or like the botanical gins, is that then you taste too much of the gin and you don't get to taste the vermouth, or you don't get to taste the Campari. And I feel like this one, none of the flavors sort of overwhelm one another. I think it complements each other really well.
Good.
Yeah. So
try it out, people.
Try this out, guys. So I don't even know. It's a Negroni. We'll call it like the CFP Negroni or whatever. We'll figure something out.
All right, man. The carbon footprint this week is going out to Mr. John Sterling. For those of you who don't know, John Sterling is a radio play-by-play announcer for the New York Yankees. He's 85 years old. He is not dead.
Dude, is he 85?
85.
Holy shit, I didn't realize.
He just retired. And so we want to give him his flowers, while he's still alive. So he was Yankees announcer from 1989 to 2024.
Yeah, wow.
Right? And a couple facts about him. Man.
Is he finishing the season?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know.
Is he finishing this season, or did he just walk away in the middle of the season?
I thought he had some kind of health issue.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Just
and
like, okay, it's enough.
Yeah.
So he called 5,060 consecutive Yankee games from 89 to 2019.
Wow, man.
Which is insane.
That's insane.
Yeah,
insane, man. And I think, I love this because it isn't just a sports thing. I think if you're not a Yankee fan, it doesn't hit to you as much. But like me growing up, just a hardcore Yankee fan, like his calls as a kid, like I remember so vividly. Like we were talking before, like I've probably texted you during big Yankee games, even maybe after a playoff win. Yankees win, duh, and that was like his thing. Like that prolonged, like the Yankees win. And then his home run calls are what he was known.
Dude, he's been announcing for them almost your whole life.
Yeah.
Which
3 years after I was born.
Yeah,
it's insane. Dude, so you figure the entire time I've ever watched the Yankees is the only guy I've ever heard.
He's the guy you've known.
Yeah. And so for me,
Michael K. Right was but for the radio, man, like, and what's cool what I didn't know was that so he was born John Sloss. He actually changed his name along the way to John Sterling, but he's a New Yorker. He grew up on the Upper East Side of Manhattan.
Oh,
I don't know exactly where, but I do remember that. So like, where I'm from, which is like I was from like 104th, right? So like it's like East Harlem, Spanish Harlem.
Yeah, Spanish Harlem. Okay.
As I was growing up, but I know that my mom, when she lived there as a kid, she said the whole place was mostly like Italians, like it was mostly whites in that area.
Wow. Okay.
So I don't know if he was like kind of grew up in that area. I don't know exactly where he's from, but Upper East Side. So how cool is it to grow up in New York, probably grow up as a Yankee fan, and then end up announcing for them for 30 plus years.
Yeah, dude, and then get a dynasty run with the Yankees. And
he got there right, like at the perfect time, right?
Time, right? You got to see Mattingly, and then you got to see the Marianos and the Jeters, and see these guys go through their career. Yeah, man, what a time! And I think for him, it's more of just that iconic voice. I know if you don't watch sports, you don't watch the Yankees, you don't care, but there's a thing when you were even I was listening to something this week, I think it was SportsCenter or something, where they were talking about even the new Yankees coming on, like I think Juan Soto and Giancarlo Stanton, where they were looking forward to, man, I can't wait to see what he does with my home run call, because he does a unique thing, like the A-Rod thing was like an A-bomb from A-Rod, and he would like prolong like this whole and it was like cool, and he would have a unique one, and some of them were like cheesy and corny, but they were just like his thing.
I thought always his Gleyber Torres ones. He was like, "Oh, it's Gleyber Day."
Yeah, Gleyber Day.
Or like a good what did he say? Like a good neighbor. Gleyber's there.
Yeah.
But he had the iconic it is high, it is far, it is gone.
Yeah. But I think because he took the time to do something unique for each player and all that stuff, I think that's what they look forward to. Like, man, I wonder what he's gonna do for me. And it was cool because if you were in baseball at all and you knew you were going to the Yankees, he was part of the experience of being in pinstripes, of like the whole mystique behind the Yankees is a lot of it was like old Yankee Stadium. Obviously, the Yankees do things unlike a lot of sports organizations. They still have a dress code. They do really weird things. I don't necessarily
dress
agree
code,
with all of it.
The hair.
The Yankees are still very much
they're businessmen.
They're buttoned up. They're businessmen. Which is very different. I think this team now is having a little more fun, which is unlike Yankee teams. But anyway, so I think he was part of that experience of when you go to the Yankees, this is also part of it. Yeah. So, man, end of an era. What a career, man! What that guy had, and again, I mean, obviously for my childhood and my adult life, and that's the guy that I heard calling Yankee games, and there's so many memorable moments, dude. The Derek Jeter flip, when called Mr. November or whatever, is like one that stands out, where he was coined like Mr. November. That late Game 6 or whatever it was,
which was a phrase that was coined for Reggie Jackson
for Mr. October. And
Mr. October, that's what it was.
Yeah,
that's right.
Reggie Jackson was Mr. October.
Sorry. Yes,
the World Series never carries into November, but this was like one of the late Game 7s. Or Game 6. I think this is 6 where Derek Jeter did that iconic flip to home base on a cutoff throw. Yeah, but anyway, so
that was so good.
It was so good, man. But I just remember like these calls with him throughout the years where I was like, wow, that was his voice. And Michael Kay, as well. When you're watching on TV through Yes Network, living in that area, he was another one who had just iconic calls, man. And more than that, I think just someone that you resonate with. You hear that voice and you immediately takes you back to a time.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think very few people in life do that, man. Like it isn't just the fact that I'm a Yankee dork and whatever. It's like there's you hear stuff from him, like you talk about the Gleyber thing, but there's certain calls of him that you hear and you can feel that moment. And so I think that's I
think he's one of those sort of iconic. I mean, obviously, I think you definitely heard his voice whether you're a Yankee fan or not if you watch baseball.
Yeah.
But for me, it's almost like a Chris Berman.
Yeah.
It was there's so there's so many of those, right? He could go all the way, like those sort of iconic things that's what John Sterling did for my life. So. I didn't know, man. The guy won like 12 Emmy Awards as well.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah. So it's crazy. So outstanding career, man. Thank you, John Sterling, for providing that entertainment and those calls for all those years, especially for New York Yankee fans.
Yeah. Shout out John Sterling, man. And hopefully, the health issues, nothing crazy, and he gets to enjoy a little bit of that retirement.
And I didn't get the feel that it was something like, oh my God, I'm gonna die soon.
Just
like, what
couldn't
I mean?
do his
just
job
like,
to his expectation,
or maybe it's just time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what, man. Sometimes there's guys like that who I respect and admire how they handle things like that, because they're like, I can't give this what it deserves or what it needs or what I'm used to giving it, and people are used to getting from me, and so they're like, just gonna walk away. But yeah, shout out to him, man. Again, I think for me, it's nostalgic. Like I was just telling someone, but I remember the last time the Yankees won the World Series, obviously 2009, which it feels closer than that, but
man,
it's 15 years ago.
Wow.
But the reason I remember is I do remember specific calls. I remember them winning. I remember that last out against the Phillies, but it was my daughter was just born. And she was maybe a month. I don't think she was quite a month yet. And we had just gotten her home from NICU. And I remember holding my daughter, screaming, and then going, "Oh fuck, I have an infant," and like trying to put her down. And then but
That's so
doing
cool.
like the nighttime feeding, staying up with my daughter, and just celebrating because they had just won the World Series. And it's like me and my daughter, like my infant daughter, who had no fucking clue what's going on. But I remember the calls, like and the, like those voices, and it takes me back to that moment.
Yeah.
Like, it's so cool.
It's funny because I had my last son was also born in that year, and I remember going like, so like if I take 2 years back, I'm a Bears fan, and my twins were born in the year they went to the Super Bowl against the Colts, but they lost.
Yeah.
Right, but they lost, and I remember my last son Tyson being born. And then the Yankees going to the World Series in 2009 and going, "Oh, fuck, man. Can you win this one? Can my Bears let me down in 2007?
We need to have more kids to get championships for our teams. Is that what you're saying?
I'll get right on it.
Fuck, I don't even know what I got to do for the Titans to win a Super Bowl. I feel like that one might be the stretch. I don't know that I'm ever gonna get to see that one. That's gonna be. I got
one
funny.
day, man. One day.
As a sports fan, you get spoiled, man, because I've seen the Devils win a Stanley Cup. I've seen, obviously the Yankees do their thing. I've seen the Nets in NBA Finals multiple times, but I haven't seen them win it. So it's or maybe once in the NBA Finals, but yeah, I'm like and I've seen the Titans in the Super Bowl, but. Yeah, that's the one that I want.
Win.
I want them to win. Yeah.
Gotta get the win.
Yeah, they gotta get the win, man.
Yo, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney.
Yo,
this week.
Remember leading up, I went either Ryan Garcia is epically trolling us, the most epic troll of all time, or he has lost his shit, and it was sort of a mixture of both.
Yeah, I think so.
But he turned in the performance of
his career.
Of his career, and I would argue, I don't think that fight was as close as it was when you're visually watching it. Obviously, Ryan Garcia ends up winning by decision, which no one had other bingo card, man. Like, you thought if Ryan Garcia wins this by knockout, or he gets beat in the decision handedly by Devin Haney, who's known as the more technical guy. So my take on it was, when Ryan engaged, it was bad for Haney. Like, he couldn't take a shot. It's like every time Ryan landed anything, and I went, "Oh, this is like people want the rematch," and I go, "You can make adjustments for styles and for technical things, and if that fight goes decision because you're both having a really good technical fight, you can't make adjustments for speed and power."
Right.
I'm sorry. Like I go, that I don't want to see that again, because if Ryan decides to engage, I'm like, you can't beat him. Like, you're not going to take a shot. And I'm like, and if you do, it's going to become is it a boring stick and jab fight then for 12 rounds? Sort of like what Floyd did to Maidana the second time.
I thought it would be, because I thought Haney would just jab and stay away from him, and because Haney's fast. He's fast.
That's the thing. I think Ryan's too fast.
He doesn't have the power to knock Ryan out.
No, right. And I think you can't win that without coming in close to him. You got to take risks.
Right.
And I think even Haney said something afterwards. It was like, "Well, you hurt," and he was like, "No, I was more surprised."
Yeah, that's right. I heard that.
And I think the surprise is cool the first time. I go the rest of the times, I'm like, "Nah, bro, you were hurt. Like, you look like you didn't know where you were."
Yeah, the surprise came in round 1.
Yep. When he got caught and he didn't fall,
he didn't fall. Yes.
And you went, "Oh, yeah."
You better watch out for that left hook. Dude, can we talk about before
the
go
fight, ahead. Yeah, because I know you was living.
I don't fucking fire the fuck up.
Your text had me dying.
So before the fight, for those of you who have not sort of followed closely, there was sort of like this press conference between the two of them, and Ryan Garcia gets up to the podium and he's like, and I'm paraphrasing here because I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was like, "Praise Jesus, praise Jesus, praise Jesus." And he says it like, I don't know, like 10 times or something, right? And then the press conference continues, and you can see that he's jawing with probably guys from Devin Haney's camp out in the audience.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, oh, man, your mom's in my DMs, and I'll fuck her, and like all this. And I was like, hold on. I'm like, hold on, bro. I'm like, hold on. Are you down with Jesus, or are you on the other side? Like, what's going on here?
Was that the one where he said, praise Jesus, and then like 2 seconds later he goes, I'm gonna fuck your mouth? Which reminded me of some Mike Tyson shit.
Yeah, bro. And I'm just going like, listen, man, I ain't mad at you if you on the God thing, right? But dude, like, I was brought up in that too, and there is a duality of man, but shit, you supposed to suppress the other side. Yeah, for real. At least in public.
At least.
But so anyway, so he's and again, we saw the social media posts from him, and it was just we
thought he lost his shit, which
bro.
I still think there's a little bit of
just fucking strange. Not to mention he's been waiting for a fucking title fight, so he gets one with Gervonta Davis, he gets knocked out, so now he has another chance for this, and then he comes in overweight.
Yeah.
So I'm going like, okay, all this shit, right, with the press conference stuff. And the social media posts, and I'm like, this guy's a fucking nut.
Yeah.
I hope he gets knocked out. Right? Dude, I even went as far as to go, I'm not following this guy anymore.
Yep. Fuck this
guy, man. I'm just
not following him.
Yep.
Go Haney.
Like, he's fucking pissing me off. I'm just like, I hope Haney knocks his ass out.
Bro, when you sent me that, and you like, I hope Haney, and he said unfollow, I immediately went and placed a bet on Ryan Garcia. I go,
good call.
I go, either he's going to get absolutely starched or this shit's going to be phenomenal. I'm like, but he's so fun. He's so fun because I believe in his knockout power.
Absolutely.
Right, like as a boxer, you know, like I believe in his skill.
I didn't believe in his defense.
No,
or his chin.
I didn't, but I also didn't believe in Devin Haney's ability to knock him out, which is I think was what got me. Like I go, if it was Gervonta Davis, I'd be like, bro, you're about to go night. Because it was Devin Haney, I went, Devin Haney's not hurting you.
Yep.
You've taken shots from Tank. You know, you've taken shots from big dudes. And yes, while there's questions about Garcia's chin, I go, I don't think Devin Haney is knocking you out cold. Yeah. He might drop you. He might buckle you. He might whatever because you're willing to exchange. I'm not afraid. And dude, there was a shot that Haney landed that live. You're like, fuck,
and it didn't do anything.
And no, but in the moment, I'm like, oh shit. When they slowed it down and they showed Ryan's reaction, I went, oh, Haney's super fucked because he goes like, I think it was the one where he banged his gloves together and he went, come on. And I went, normally guys will do that to try to fake the fact that they got fucked up. But I go, yo, you can see Ryan's face when he gets hit. I'm like, yo, he doesn't look.
The one where he got mad?
He got mad. Yeah. And I go,
yeah.
Oh, he got pissy, almost like you're an annoyance. And I went, oh, you're fucked because you can't hurt him. So now you got to run from him and stick and move. I go, or you got to take risk.
Dude, here's the other thing for me, man. There was several times during the fight where Ryan Garcia was doing this thing where he was almost giving him his back, right? And Devin Haney, no. Where he was giving him his back.
No, yeah, he's trying to do the fake shoulder roll, but instead he
turns
all the way over. Yeah,
and Devin Haney had his kidney, and he was pounding it. And I go, oh, that's gonna wear on him. It never did.
Dude, I think he's just so much bigger. And then Haney, again, I just don't think Haney hits to a point where you're like, hard. He doesn't hit hard, bro. He's a great boxer, man. This is not to take away from Devin Haney.
No.
It's a phenomenal tactician.
I mean, also, what the fuck? He was 31-0.
Yeah, but I also think Devin Haney should fucking send Ryan Garcia a gift and thank him because this is the biggest payday Devin Haney's ever gonna get, and I don't think it's close. And he didn't do shit to earn it. Because he didn't promote the fight the way, right? Because I go, yo, we can call Ryan Garcia a nut. We bought it because he was a nut.
Yep.
We wanted to see it because he was a nut. Devin Haney is a boring press conference. He's a boring fighter. I'm like, Ryan Garcia did. I go, yo, for all the antics, for all the shit, I'm like, we tune in when Kanye's losing his shit online.
Yep.
And that was what Ryan Garcia did, right? He went Kanye for a fucking month or two online. He went ape shit, and we're like, I either want to see him get knocked out,
right,
or I want to see what he's coming to the table with.
Dude, he made me care for like a whole different reason.
He made you hate him.
Yeah, he made me care because I don't fucking mad at him.
You don't fucking mad at him, and you wanted to see him get knocked out, and it still made you buy the fight.
Yeah.
You know, like,
so
Devin Haney owes him money.
Here's my lesson from that. So I stayed like I say I unfollowed him on social media, and I came to the conclusion to just go like, just leave it. Like we have to. I can't get emotionally invested in an athlete. It's like, do what like. I'm gonna enjoy you for what you do, Ryan Garcia. You are a boxer, and I enjoy watching you box. And when you fight, I'm gonna fucking get it. I'm gonna watch it somewhere, or I'm gonna buy it, or whatever. But I'm not interested in the antics.
Yeah.
The same for back in the day, fucking Charles Barkley used to be like, I'm not a role model, right? None of these athletes are fucking role models.
They're entertainment.
They're entertainers.
And he entertained the fuck out of us,
yep,
bro.
And he sure did, man.
Man, he did. Because I go, you're not buying that fight for just Devin Haney. And, dude, I will go as far to say that Ryan Garcia might be the biggest draw in boxing today. I think bigger than Canelo. I think Jake Paul might be the only other one that we could argue. But I go, dude, Terrence Crawford is gonna fight some guy at a weight class up to get this next.
Is he fighting?
Yeah, supposedly. I don't know who the guy is. I'm not buying the pay-per-view. I don't.
Well, I don't know who Canelo's fighting either. But the guy's
fighting
Munguia, right?
Yeah, he's fighting a good guy. Okay. I'm not buying the pay-per-view to watch Canelo fight that guy. I'm like, I
just don't know who that guy is.
I just don't know who that guy is. So I go, yo, if we happen to be sitting around, I'm like, fuck it, because like and this is coming from me. I'm a boxing fan. Like I love like boxing's in my top 3 or 4 of sports that I love to watch.
Absolutely,
I love boxing. I love everything about it. I've grown up watching it. And to me, I still need the drama. I need the soap opera. I need the everything. I need you to make me care. Like I could watch ESPN Friday Night Fights and love and not know the people and love just the strategy and the sport of boxing and the spirit of it. But who is making me spend $80 to watch you on a Saturday night? And I'm like, there's no one in boxing right now, bro.
Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia.
Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia.
I would say Tank.
No, but I think it's Tank and who? If Tank is fighting some Joe Schmo, I don't think we can. I think Ryan Garcia could fight a nobody, and if he's acting wild like that, you're like, I gotta fucking watch. Like you're like, because I want to see if he gets dropped. Like I go, he mentioned something.
I want to see if the other guy gets a fucking left hook.
Right, I want to see, dude. And the left doesn't look hard, which is shocking because it's a lead left. And if you're not a boxing,
he's a right hand boxer.
Yes, and that's what I'm telling you. And like, if you're not a boxing fan, you don't understand how impressive it is. Is if you're a right-handed boxer, you're leading with your left hand, which means you jab with your left, which is not your power, and your power hand is your right. Ryan Garcia jabs you with his left, and then he short hooks you with that same left and knocks you the fuck out with it. And that is so rare. And, dudes will go, well, just take that away from him, which is what Devin Haney was. But he's so fucking fast that he finds a way to land it. And it was almost, I think, him not throwing punches was almost like a lot of times I felt like, oh, you're just looking for the one punch. You're not trying to engage.
I thought he got winded a lot. I thought
that could be too. He said he drank the whole camp.
Oh, shit.
So he came in, he goes like, yo, I was acting a fool on purpose. What was true was, he goes, I was drinking. Like, sometimes I was drunk. And the things, and he goes really? I drank all of camp, I drank whatever. He goes like, yo, but I drank all of camp and I win who you guys think is one of the best boxers in the world, pound for pound top 10, which is true. Devin Haney was ranked pound for pound top 10. Absolutely. Ryan Garcia is not in the pound for pound top 10. So it's like, and he goes like, and I fucking smoked the pound for pound top 10. So it's like, whatever. Like, he's like, I'm not saying that you should go drink. I'm just saying I did. He's like, I'm not proud of it, but I was drinking the whole fucking time. And I'm like, I mean, I think to me, I've never been impressed by Devin Haney. In terms of like, I can respect his skill set as a boxer. I've never looked at Devin Haney as like when I'm looking at who I want to watch fight. He's not knocking
anybody out, bro.
No, man. And when I'm looking at like the echelon of boxing, where it's like, to me, it's Terrence Crawford, it's Errol Spence, right? Obviously Canelo. When you're looking at that group of guys, I was never like, oh, Devin Haney. Like he was boring. I just didn't care for him. Like it disproved it. I go, because I don't think if Ryan Garcia gets in and does that against Terrence Crawford, he's getting starched.
Oh yeah.
And, he does that against, obviously, Gervonta. He's getting started. But also, I go, yo, if he goes against Gervonta at this size, is it the same fight? Like, maybe it goes 12 and he still loses in a decision.
Well, he came in at what, 160, you said?
Dude, he said 160 fight day, which the fight's at 140. So it means you came in 20 pounds.
Well, for him, it was 17.
Which he wasn't allowed to do against Gervonta Davis. He had to stay skinny. He wasn't allowed to rehydrate. Remember?
I didn't know that.
So that was his whole thing with Gervonta Davis. He goes, dude, they kept me weak. I had a no rehydration clause, which no one agrees to, and I did because I wanted to fight. and he did. And for those who don't know that, like boxers, they might weigh in at 140, and fight day they come in at 155, 160 because they just water weight themselves back to normal.
Yep.
And they lose all this weight. It's kind of like a bodybuilder, whatever, cut it to make a show.
So there was no rehydration.
There was a no rehydration clause only for Ryan Garcia against the fight with Gervonta Davis. Only for Ryan.
So not for the Gervonta.
No, it was a no rehydration clause for Ryan Garcia, and he agreed to it and he took it because Gervonta's a small guy. He was probably, whatever, easy to make the 140 or whatever it was, 130. I think it was 130 something actually. And then
it is in the 130s.
Yeah, and then he ends up at like 145, maybe 150 on fight day for Gervonta Davis. Ryan had to stay like within a certain amount of that fight day weight, which is why when you look at pictures of Ryan in that fight, you're like, oh, he does look hungry. You know what I mean? Like he looks small. And I think Tank is more skilled than Haney, and he has more power, obviously.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't think it changes the direction of the fight. I think what it does is it makes that fight maybe a late round knockout or a decision for Davis.
Well, fuck, you never know, man.
Or because because Garcia's going, I hurt him, and he's like, I was weak. Like, I was weak that day. Like, I couldn't do it. He's like, and so I hear him now calling out Davis, where he goes like, let's do it. Let's do it at the 140. No rehydration clause. Like, let's see what. And I'm like, fuck, I'd pay to watch it again, bro.
Yeah,
I would, bro. I'm like, he has to be the biggest draw boxer today. Dude, because unless Canelo fights, if Canelo fought Terrence Crawford, that would be a mega fight.
Yeah, a monster.
But other than that, there isn't anyone else that I think Canelo, as amazing as he is, and he's carried boxing for the last few years, there isn't anyone else, I think, other than Ryan Garcia, and strictly through, yes, he's
social
a fucking
media,
YouTuber, bro. He's a social media thing, and then he found a way to get you to hate him or love him. And that was Floyd Mayweather's fucking playbook for years, man. It's like, you're going to hate me or love me, but you're going to pay to watch me either way.
Which I didn't know. By the way, Floyd told him, come in 3 pounds over.
Dude, and not for nothing, Floyd would know, yes, that's an advantage boxing-wise, but also I think Floyd also sees the business aspect of that, of like, fuck the belt, win the fight, knock him out, be the bad guy. Like you were pissed because you're like, he's not.
He's a fucking nut.
He's a fucking nut, but he goes, the spirit of the thing. Like, I watched to see a title fight, and I was kind of mad because I'm like, if I bought tickets to that fight, I want to see a title fight. But then I stopped and thought about it, and I went, actually, do I care about the belt? This is how little we care about the belts in boxing. I go, I actually don't care that it isn't a title fight.
I thought because he lost to Davis, and I know that he was sort of chasing this legitimacy in boxing, I thought he would put more effort into getting down to 140 to fight for the belt.
But it doesn't change whether or not you want to see the fight, and then it
doesn't
diminish the result because you go.
No, it doesn't.
I go, in boxing we care so little about belts because of the way it's set up, and we won't get into that too much. Like boxing just set up like trash, but. Because of that, I go, we just care that, you beat so-and-so. That's all we see. We don't go, dude, how many champions are in boxing that you've never fucking heard of? Like the guy that Terrence Crawford is moving up to quote-unquote fight, I've never heard of him. He has one of the belts. I don't give a fuck about that guy. I don't care about that guy.
This is boxing 154?
Yeah, whatever the next weight class is. Because he said he's willing to come up 2 or 3 weight classes to fight Canelo. Terrence Crawford is like, that's my dream fight. And I'm like, that would actually be awesome.
But you got to do it soon.
But you have to do it soon, but also, man, if you're Terrence Crawford, you go, okay, you could outbox Canelo. Is that a really boring fight, or does Canelo bring that to you and make you fucking like does he make you brawl?
And, I mean, Canelo's not gonna back down.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, Canelo makes you brawl because he's gonna go, come get.
And
because Canelo put his chin out for fucking Triple G. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I go, Canelo's not. You're not knocking him out if you're Terrence Crawford. I'm sorry. Like you're not knocking him out because he's been hit by a fucking guy who weighs 190 probably on fight day.
That's right.
So you go,
and the other dude the one that actually beat him.
Yes,
the upper
couldn't knock him out.
Couldn't knock him out.
He can outbox him, which I go, Terrence Crawford can outbox Canelo, but you can't knock him out. So you go, if you're
let's see. And see if you can take his hits.
That's the part I have is like, can anybody land a punch on Crawford that's meaningful? And then can Crawford take it? Because you haven't seen Crawford get hit. Nope. Like you haven't seen, Errol Spence didn't look like Errol Spence. And a lot of that is credit to Crawford, but like he didn't get hit the way you go, can you take a shot? Like, how's your chin?
Dude, the fight that I remember, or that's memorable for me with Terrence Crawford was the one where he fought Benavidez, the brother.
Yeah.
Like that was a good fight, but he ends up knocking him out.
Yeah. Dude, the one that I always think of is Amir Khan. And I know Amir Khan was
He was
past
dead.
He was. It was. He knocked him out so brutally.
Yeah, that was bad.
But also Amir Khan can hit. Like he's fast and everything. And I know Amir Khan was a little past his prime, but Amir Khan couldn't hurt him.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, man, this kid. Yeah, that was the one for me that I went. I think it was the first name that he had really fought too. That it was like, oh, he's past his prime.
So you just took that. That's when you took him seriously.
I took him serious after that. Yeah. And then when he dropped him in like that devastating fashion, where I went, wow, man, you just took a guy who has been a multi-division world champ and fun to watch and fast. Because Amir Khan was the real deal. His chin has always been questionable.
Yep.
So it wasn't that, but it was like, can you take a shot from Amir Khan? And the speed of Amir Khan was always something that was respected. And he made Amir Khan look like he was in slow motion. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this guy's the real deal.
Yeah. Let's see what happens, man.
We'll see, man.
Dude, what's up with all these rap
Dude,
beefs?
The rap is awesome
What
right now,
is
man.
going on
Or
with all
actually,
these
let me take
rap
that back.
beefs?
Rap is trying to get to a place of being awesome right now because rap has been trashed. And I know I sound like the old head saying that, but and I'm not saying
Don't ask
that
my if you ask my son, he'd be like Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah, see, I don't know who the fuck that is, bro. But also,
I only know because of him.
Dude, I said it to say, like, bro, if you think Bossman D-Lo, like fucking G Herbo and whoever else is big now, like all these guys, like NBA Youngboy, like these guys aren't mainstream. They're not big, right? Like the guy still right now is Drake.
Yep.
Like hands down, Drake is.
What do you figure? Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole?
Sure, but I'm saying Drake is the, like, if you're
He's still
ranking
the
these
guy.
guys like athletes, Drake is LeBron, and Kendrick and J. Cole are fucking KD
fucking-
and Devin Booker or Steph. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they're still. Drake is the guy for this generation. Like, hate or love it, like lyrically, okay, he may not be J. Cole to that level lyrically, but I think total package, you go,
Dude.
Some housewife in the Midwest knows who Drake is. She
Yes.
does not know who J. Cole is.
Agreed. And that dude, and he's been hot almost my kid's whole life.
Dude, 15 years.
Yes.
His mixtape came out in 2008, 2009.
9, yeah, around there.
And the mixtape blew him up. And we've been singing every fucking song he's dropped ever since, bro. Like, you go, he's a pop star, I think. I mean,
He is
he's
a pop star,
He's huge, bro. But he can rap his ass off. Like, I'm like, whether you like it or not, he can rap his ass off.
Yes.
But
he is a, I guess you could classify him as a pop star.
dude, he has to be the biggest rap superstar, I would say, of all time. Rap superstar of all time. Like Lil Wayne might have that level of fame, like right where he was big. Drake is the only person that I would go. You could go to people's grandmothers and they would probably know who Drake is.
The thing is about like sort of, hip hop. Hip hop is like street urban music.
Sure, yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So it's like,
Yeah, so we're holding the Jewish Canadian thing against them.
yeah, we are.
No, that's fair.
I'm just saying.
No, it's fair.
Right, so like I think it's just based on how you classify that. But yes, I guess in the genre of music, fuck man, it's rap.
It's considered urban.
It's good, yes,
and hood culture. But I was also argue that's also what makes his run more impressive is that you're letting the kid without the street credibility,
Right,
sort of
right.
like, bro, whether we like it or not, he fucking murked Meek Mill in their battle when they had it. And Meek Mill's a street dude, right? Meek Mill is
from Philly.
Yeah. Whatever. He sold drugs and murdered people or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Whatever Meek's story is, right?
Allegedly.
He rides four-wheelers illegally and gets arrested. That's how hard Meek Mill is, right? He gets arrested on a four-wheeler. So, but Drake destroyed him in their little rap beef.
Yep.
And then now you have, and I think the reason people go at Drake is because he's at the top, right? Like there's no fun in going at sort of the middle level guys. Like if you're J. Cole, if you're Kendrick, listen.
That's how 50 got popular.
Yes, bro. 50 was going, bro, I'm so glad you mentioned that shit because 50 got popular just taking fucking jabs at everybody
at the
with
time.
DJ Woo Kid, and Drake's diss track starts with DJ Woo Kid, fucking the sample shit from the DJ Woo Kid track.
Oh,
and I'm like,
is that right?
Oh my God, bro. Because it took me back to 50 rocking people, and I'm like, that's only something that hip hop heads will pick up on.
Yeah.
Where DJ Woo Kid shit comes on, and you're like, oh, that's when you knew 50's about to murder somebody. And then I'm like, when Drake did that, I went, oh, that's such a hip hop, very nuanced, very like, if you're not a fan, if you're just listening to the Drake fucking top 40 songs,
Yep.
and you're not a true hip hop fan, like, you know, you didn't really get into the backpack rappers or whatever, like, you missed that reference. But him starting with the Wu Kid thing, I went, fuck. Like, I didn't even need to listen to the rest of the song. I was like, oh, this
He did it again.
slap. He did it again, yeah. And so, and
So
bro,
hold on. So
rap
I
needed
did
this.
not hear this.
So many good ones, man. He's
Is,
got,
so did he come out with something recent?
yeah, he did the Kendrick Lamar disc.
The Kendrick Lamar. Okay, so he
Yeah,
did.
He did.
Oh,
and
fuck,
Kendrick
man.
has
Yeah, I
yet
missed
to
it, bro.
respond. Which, bro,
So-
Kendrick is nice. J. Cole is nice. This is not taking anything. I
Right.
don't think they're Drake in terms of. We're gonna take lyrics out of it for a second. Like, I obviously, I think any of them could hold, you know, their own weight. Drake, as far as like
With
lyricists goes.
any
I'm talking
artist, yeah.
career, pop culture,
Right.
total package. As far as like the all encompassing. It's my argument for Jay all the time, right? It's like, yes, are there better rappers bar for bar than Jay-Z? Sure. Has there been rappers more successful for that prolonged of a period of time, you know, and have the total package of the pop culture? No. Drake is the next closest thing now.
Yeah.
And Drake might be number one. Like, we might be arguing 5 years from now that Drake is the greatest rapper of all time in terms of like, just again, overall package of grading every single thing. Like,
Right.
you know, number one hits, you know, whatever, yada yada. Not just lyrical. You
And I
know,
guess that's
prowess.
probably fair, right? Because you can be a pop star and rap,
Correct.
but are you true hip hop, right?
Right.
And that's another argument.
And that's the other argument that people will make, that Drake's not hip hop because he's not hood, because
Right,
he's not
right,
urban,
right.
because he's not this stuff. And that's, I'm not here to argue that part.
No,
but
no,
like
no.
the Drake thing is like, and I understand that that's why, that's how hip hop feels. But again, the hardest bars, the one thing come out, like Drake delivers time after time,
Yeah,
even
he
in
does,
these
man.
beef, like he fucking ripped at Kendrick and he went at him first. You know, or he responded to the subliminals and outright called them, and we're still waiting for Kendrick to drop. And then J. Cole does that bitch ass thing where he backs out of the beef now.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the shit that he said, the shit that J. Cole said wasn't even right. Saying like that he fell off like The Simpsons, and it was like no, like no, he didn't.
No, he didn't. And The Simpsons is the longest running TV show in the
Thank
history
you.
of mankind. It's been on for like 35 years.
Right?
I love
It's just a bad it's a bad comparison.
It's a horrible comparison. I think, and then there's two sides of me. The hip hop fan hates what J. Cole did, right? The hip hop fan,
You
know,
mean the
growing up-
apologizing?
Yes, the apologizing part. I hate it. The hip hop fan in me.
Yes.
The man in me understands where he's coming from.
Yeah, I do too.
He goes, hey man, like it wasn't in my spirit. Like I didn't feel that way. I'm basically making that shit up. I actually really like Kendrick, so
Yep.
I'm just doing it. And so I understand that part where he goes like, yeah, I couldn't sleep. It's not in my spirit. I can't. Like I'm like, yo, the man in me can relate to that.
Yeah.
But the hip hop fan in me is going,
Fuck that.
fuck that,
Fuck
bro.
that.
This is a sport. Yeah,
I guess
like it's
that's
a
right.
sport. Like go for his neck. Like just
Yeah.
do
And-
this for the lyrical exercise. Like,
Bro,
it's
and
just-
not for nothing, man. If like this is not the 90s, right? Like this is not when dudes was really living that life. You know what I'm
like,
saying?
right? Like you mean
J. Cole ain't out there slinging drugs and shit like that. And neither
You mean
is-
where you actually have
neither
to
is-
worry about your safety? Yeah.
Yes.
No.
And so to me, when J. Cole dropped it, I was like, whether it was good or not, or true or not, fuck it, man. Just stand by your shit and
I wonder if
move
it
the
was
fuck
weak,
on, bro.
and that's why he backed off it, because it wasn't great. Not,
No, it
not
wasn't.
from J. Cole standards. It wasn't a good diss track, and so I wonder if he was like, "Oh man, that was
Yeah,
weak."
that sucked,
But
bro.
also, I'm gonna give him a pass here. If he's saying he didn't believe anything he was saying, he wasn't into that. This messed with his spirit, and it wasn't just who he is. He doesn't feel. He actually likes Kendrick, and he didn't want to beef. I go, yeah, that's why I was weak. You have to feel it.
You're right.
Where the Rick Ross shit towards Drake, you can go, Ross means that shit, and Ross is having fun. And then Drake shit, and I go, oh, there's real animosity there. It's very difficult if you're J. Cole and you don't have any real animosity, you're doing this for sport, to come up with anything like meaningful that's actually gonna slap. The Drake shit and like Rick Ross shit, like where you're hearing where you're like, Rick Ross is just having fucking fun. Like
Yep.
you just tell Rick Ross has been dying to do this. I'm like, ultimately, you're not gonna win that, bro. I just don't think so. And then if you're Kendrick, I'm like, yo, Kendrick lyrically could win this, but it's taken him so long to respond now. I think we're on week 2 since Drake dropped his diss track, and then Drake drops another one with
He went back-to-back on
He
him?
calls it tailor made. Well, he didn't go back to back on Kendrick. He drops it and talks about other people, but But when he did it back to back, it was like, I waited 4 days, yo, where y'all at? And he's just fucking going in. And I think Charlemagne had the best bar where he goes, yo, if Drake drops another one at Kendrick and goes, I waited 4 days, K. Dot, where you at? Like, I'm like, yo, he would fucking just destroy. Like, people would just, but anyway, like, then he goes and he calls Taylor Swift the hardest person in the game right now because Taylor Swift might have dropped the hardest diss tracks last week too. Taylor went 8. I was like, yo,
I have not heard the album.
Oh
so
my god, bro! Taylor went hard at like Kim Kardashian and like a couple of other. Obviously she's always talking about ex-lovers. Like, I'm like, hey, yo, you have 30-something ex-lovers that you can write songs about. At some point, you gotta look in the mirror.
At some point, you a hoe.
Yeah. I don't even that. Listen, I don't even knock, like, girl, do you. But I go, maybe the song should be called I'm the Problem. I don't know. but her shit at Kim K was hard. Like some of the, I gotta find the lyric, but there was like a lyric and a song in there where it's clearly directed towards Kim Kardashian because the title of the song capitalizes KIM. In that order, and everything else is lowercase.
Okay. That's dope.
But she says something in there like, like, I don't want to use your name, or I change your name in this song, but one day your kids are gonna be bopping, and only you and I are gonna know like what it's like, sort of like. But it's like, yo, your kids are gonna be bopping this because I'm fucking nice like that,
right?
And it's gonna be about you, and they're not even gonna know it, kind of thing. And I'm like, that's kind of hard. Like, how y'all letting again the little country singing girl drop harder songs than J. Cole?
And dude, I wonder if that was because who's Beyonce.
Yeah,
she has the country album.
Yeah.
Right. So I wonder if Taylor was just like, well then fuck, man. Like, I need to go do
a little dabble in this.
Let me go dabble in I didn't
drop 30-something tracks or whatever. She dropped. Like, Jesus, Taylor.
I've been waiting for this.
I know. I'm like, Travis, you've been in the season too fucking long. Keep your girl busy. She got too much free time on her hands. But typical.
I got 30 tracks I've been waiting to drop on your ass.
From what I haven't heard the album, but like all of it, I've heard snippets and little songs here and there. And I've heard a lot of the ones that were controversial or were like the quote unquote diss tracks or whatever. In true Taylor fashion, there's a lot of stuff about her love life and whatever else. But the shit that she's like, I'm like, yo. She just keeps proving time and time again why she's such a great songwriter and such a, like, she just taps into things that I think people can relate to. I love her or hate her. I go, she knows what sort of buttons to push, and she's a great songwriter, a great performer, a great musician overall, man.
And back to your point of 5 years from now, are we talking about Drake is the best ever? Like maybe 5-10 years from now, are we talking about Taylor in like the Michael Jackson conversation? I
think we should be having that conversation now. I think Taylor Swift is the Michael Jackson of this generation. Dude, in a lot of ways, it's funny. This reminded me of, not rap beef, but Michael Jackson and Prince had like this rivalry, right? Like they both came up at the same time. The thing, Prince, more musically gifted. Right? Music savant, like could play the multiple instruments, stuff, insanely talented.
But Michael
Jackson had the hits.
Bad boy.
He had but he had the hits, right? Yeah. He had the commercial success. He had the actual commercials, the dancing, the thing, all that. And it was like, that doesn't diminish Prince's skill set. But if you're talking about who the bigger artist was, it was Michael Jackson. A question. Yeah, and that's not insulting to Prince.
No.
He was phenomenal. It was just that Michael Jackson was like
next
echelon
level
of just that doesn't exist. Taylor Swift is that now, and I don't think it's fucking close, bro. I think Taylor Swift is that for this generation, and I don't think it's even close. I think Beyonce might be the next closest thing we have to the Taylor Swift right now, but I don't even know that Beyonce has that kind of pull right now where people are fucking crying when she's dropping an album and doing that. Like, she obviously has her fans, she has her thing. Beyonce's
funny,
fantastic.
Man, is like, I talk to people like in my generation, and a lot of them, it's just like Taylor Swift. I don't even know any of her songs. Wow. And it's like, no, yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Start playing songs.
Yeah, you start playing songs, and you go like, oh yeah, I've heard that. It's just like, yeah, you've heard a lot of this shit. You're not a fan. It's kind of out of your generation, I guess. But her popularity cannot be ignored, and her star power cannot be ignored. We talked about this before on this show. She's changing economies in places where she's doing tours.
There's
crazy.
nothing like it, man. It's just she is on a different planet from. And like you said, it's funny when people are like, I don't know your songs. I'm like,
Yeah, you do.
When you start going through, Taylor Swift has 20 songs where you're gonna be like, oh shit, I didn't realize that was her.
That ain't right.
It's insane. And the fact that she writes a lot of them and all that, I'm like, we can hate all we want, for whatever reasons on her. Like, you cannot dispute the absolute, like, just influence and the talent. Like, you just can't. It's like you can, and I'm like, maybe part of this is Taylor's finally dating someone with a little bit of a flavor, and Travis Kelce. Maybe that's why she's dipping into the diss tracks and all that shit. Where, like, before she would, her dating. Not for nothing, Taylor needed a fuckboy. She's been dating like all these like weird like goody two shoe kind of guys or whatever. Like maybe Taylor needed a fuckboy in there to get her out of her shell and then drop. And now she's like when you didn't think she could get better, like she's gonna drop better music, borderline hip hop, and when she's dropping harder diss tracks than fucking J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar right now, you're like, there's something wrong.
So I see Quavo's in. But what's
and Chris Brown?
Is that the fucking beef? Is it that?
Chris Brown's song was hard, fucking hard.
Of course, dude. Chris Brown is like a closet rapper,
dude. And Chris Brown, another one. I know we give him shit because he beat the shit out of Rihanna, and that's like all we think about when we think of Chris Brown. He's fucking talented from a music perspective. He can sing, he can dance, he can rap,
an entertainer.
He can write songs. Absolutely. He's an entertainer through and through. And you hate what that whole situation with him and Rihanna, and obviously that has sort of held him back from reaching this superstardom level that he probably should have based on talent.
Right.
But the song with Quavo.
But what is the deal with them?
They have a beef, which is weird. They have a beef because I think they were fucking the same chick, or they have, and there's like pillow talk with. And honestly, I don't get this because I think all these guys all bang the same chicks. Like, there's only so many girls that all these like rappers and R&B artists sort of like all share or have had at some point in time. And I think what's happened is like through the pillow talk that they each kind of find out like this is what Drake and the Ross thing is too, man. It's linked to like Drake has slept with some chicks that maybe Ross has slept with, and then she talks to the and like he might say a little too much than he should, or maybe he's trying to look cool to this girl or whatever. And so these girls talk, and then it's sort of all the whole beef is that, and the Chris Brown and Quavo thing have to do with. I can't think of the name of the girl, but I think it's somebody else who's famous, but something to do with that. And there's like some pillow talk behind that. And now there's
I gotta catch up, man. I have not heard either one. So did Quavo respond?
So Quavo, yes, he did.
He did.
It was fine. And actually,
no. Like with a song.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
It was fine.
Okay,
yeah, it was good. But it was good. And then he included Takeoff, who's dead, because I would say Chris Brown mentioned, he goes like, yo, we wish that was you, basically, like to talking about Takeoff's death, which is a little wild. It's a little far to go. And I get it because, that's Quavo's nephew, and you watch your nephew die in front of you,
right?
And then, some guy makes a song or whatever, but it's kind of in the
spirit of hip hop.
It's in the spirit of hip hop, bro. Yep. It's funny, man, because I think of like Ether, obviously, like being the Jay-Z sort of stan, like when Ether came out, I still stand by the fact that Takeover was a better diss track. Ether was a better song because out of the gate with the beat, and then you start with fuck Jay-Z, you go, I can't even compete with that. It's over. And I remember being livid when I heard it. I remember when that beat dropped to Ether and it was like, fuck Jay-Z. And I'm like, God damn it.
He got him.
And it was like, yo, lyrically, if you just read the lyrics side by side, Takeover is better. But Ether as a song and as a production and everything else, it's like that shit's so hard.
It's so good.
Ether became a verb. Like that's how good the track was. It's like when we started referring to rap beefs or people getting murked, we're like, yo, you got Ether him.
Yep.
Yeah, it became a verb. That's how good it was. But you go, man, when you listen to the substance of each song, Jay-Z's diss track was actually a better diss track. Ether was just a better overall
I have to
song.
go back and read the lyrics.
Dude, go back to Takeover and just listen to Takeover. Listen to what he says, and you're like, it's way harder. Like Ether, you like, oh, he's talking about Hawaiian shirts, and then he calls Jay-Z a fag, and you're like, oh, okay. Like there's nothing there. Where Jay-Z shit is like the double entendres and the thing, like lyrically, it's a better song. but the Ether is so hard that you're just
It's so good, bro.
oh my God,
It's
bro.
the only one that I remember.
Dude, from the first 6 beats of it, you're just like, fuck. Like, you don't even need to listen to the rest of it. The beat is so hard and it's so good. And then it became a verb. And I'm like, dude, who's gonna drop the next Ether? Like, is it gonna be Kendrick? Because I think Kendrick's out of time. Kendrick has taken so long to respond now.
And Kendrick is like that, right? Like Kendrick is not the guy that just puts out multiple tracks all the time. Like that dude puts actual thought into his stuff, and he drops, an album once every 2 years or whatever. Like that's that guy.
True, but I think Kendrick has been dropping subliminals against Drake for so long that you gotta have a song in your back pocket, or at least the lyrics in your back pocket, right? Because Kendrick has been the one asking for this for years. Like Kendrick has been the one in a lot of songs dropping these subliminal sort of jabs at Drake. He's just never called them out, specifically as at Drake. But you can tell, like they're just jabs at Drake. And so now, when it's sort of like out in the open and Drake just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna call you out. I'm sick of taking these like little, passive aggressive sort of jabs. I'm like, I think there's a time limit to, if you take a month to respond, I'm disinterested because I'm going, it took you a month to write a song.
Right.
And as much as people, we want to diss Drake about the ghostwriting or whatever, maybe
the guy responds quick,
but he responds quick and he comes with it. And there's still, I thought the Rick Ross shit he did was corny, but the whole text messages with his mom and the screenshot, it was whack. But the song, bro, the tailor-made freestyle, awesome. And then the other song, it's like you can't hate on that. I'm like, I still haven't seen anybody else put out anything better. Dude, and I want to see Kendrick so bad because Kendrick is so nice.
He is.
That I'm like, he's gonna
you
drop
figured
fire.
he could, you figured he could even freestyle.
He should drop fire. Yeah.
But dude, I had a theory on this thing, man. And I go, are the record sales for hip hop, like, are they dropping? Like, because there seems to be so many beefs at the same time. And I was like, is this shit planned?
Just
is this something to boost? Yeah.
Rick Ross and Drake go on tour suddenly together. Because they were boys, right? Like they made a lot of songs together. Man. Yeah. Aston Martin Music, right? Has this Drake and dude, that's not a bad point, man. Like you go, how do we drum up in that same like spirit of the boxing thing? How do you drum up interest and stuff into this? Like
I didn't think about the boxing thing, but no, that's
rap has been very boring lately. Rap has been very boring.
Like everybody's nice. It's very much like the culture shift. You even see it in sports where like the Knicks and the Bulls, when they played each other back in the 90s, man, like they hated each other, or at least it seemed that way.
Yeah.
And then now you get these guys, the top guys in the league, they play and then everybody's hugs after the game, right? Like
I hate that shit,
dude. Like the Detroit Pistons, when they finally got dethroned by the Bulls, they just walked off the court.
I want you to fucking hate each other, bro.
Right, and it's just there was this, this sort of like this really like
animosity,
rivalry,
like real,
right. But and hip hop was that way. This sort of machismo and obviously some guys took it too far in the early days, but now it's just like everybody gets along, which is probably good at some level, but in the true spirit of hip hop, like I like to see the rivalry
because hip hop is built on the braggadocious, on the like not necessarily
I'm
this
better than
but
you.
I'm better than you.
Yep.
And there's a reason why we have ciphers and you have rap battles and you have a stuff. The whole idea, it's competitive, right?
It's sport.
And that's what it is. And it's sort of nature. It's like it's poetry. And there's like I always think of hip hop and it's broken out into like I almost think of it as like martial arts, right? Where there's different sort of like disciplines, if you will.
Yeah.
And like there's battle rap and then there's hip hop. There's songs you want to make for the club. There's and part of it is the sport of I'm better than you. Let's go prove it. Let's go head to head. And I think that's what this generation was missing because bro. The most influential rapper of this current generation now, and I'm not talking about like, because we said Drake dropped 15 years ago. Future might be the most influential rapper in this current generation, right? Like when you think about all the Migos and NBA Youngboy and Lil Uzi Vert and all these guys, they go like, that's probably very heavy Future, like, but no one's going back to a Future song 20 years from now and playing it at a wedding, or, he was one of the hardest rappers of all time, or because he doesn't have that.
And he just dropped a new album.
Yeah,
which is phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah. And Future is awesome. You play him at the club. It's great. There's a time and place for a Future song. But dude, there's so many, man, there's a guy I love who I can't believe doesn't get mentioned in a lot of these conversations. And maybe he doesn't have the commercial success that Drake and J. Cole and even Kendrick have. And maybe that's why. But to me, of the current guys right now, and I have to remove Drake and these guys from that because they've been around for a little bit. Joyner Lucas to me is so slept
he's
on.
Phenomenal. Bro.
He is. So he might be my favorite rapper of the last.
He doesn't have
decade.
The commercial success.
No,
that
but
he probably
he's
should.
So good, man. Joyner Lucas is so he could. I've heard songs of his. And I'm like,
he tells stories.
Yes.
And I think I think that he's a really good mix of kind of like this new flavor, but he has comes on kind of the old school stuff where he can bring that storytelling to the game, where it's not just one line that is totally mutually exclusive to the next line, to the next line, to the next line. This dude can kind of bring in an entire story to his stuff, and then the delivery is amazing.
And it's what hip hop was built on, right? It's the storytelling. It's the putting you in a place and time. It's the feeling like it's relatable. It's the when I think of where I grew up and what got me into hip hop, it was there's some shit that gets you hyped and gets you thing, but it was coming from people who grew up in neighborhoods similar to yours. It was people who had circumstances similar to yours. Yep. It was people, it was poetry about things that you were going through day to day, and it was storytelling. Nas, Illmatic put you in a place where you're like, oh, I can see that. I know people who go through that, even if it wasn't me. DMX, man. When DMX first came out, there was some hype shit. There was some awesome stuff where you're like, yeah, I can think about being with my friends and hanging out and doing this. But then there were parts of it that were so just deep and emotional and all that stuff. And I think Joyner, man, to me is Joyner. I've seen him drop a thing where you're like, oh, that's a club banger. Yep. And I've seen Joyner tell stories that will literally push you to tears. Dude, there's a new song that he just dropped with Jelly Roll. Okay. Who I love Jelly Roll. I think it's called Best for Me. And I don't even want to give it away. You have to go listen to the song. And Joyner does this a lot, where he does a song from two different perspectives of two different individuals. And Best for Me is a song where he does the perspective of someone who is dealing with someone who has an addiction, and then the person who is addicted. Ooh. And he raps it from both perspectives. That's dope. And it's so fucking beautiful, and it's so well written, and it's so well performed. And Jelly Roll, kills the chorus and all that stuff. But it reminds me, Joyner has the song I'm Not Racist, where he does it from the perspective of a black person and a white person. Yeah. And you go, yo, it's a perspective that is absolutely based on reality, that it's a difficult conversation that we don't want to have.
Yeah, and neither one of them are wrong.
Yep. But they're uncomfortable truths.
Right.
And people don't want, and there's things that people don't want to say out loud. And just it's so well performed by him, Devil's Work is so good. There's a song of his that I have on my playlist to just get hyped called I Love. Yeah, that's phenomenal. There's a song called ADHD, his whole album is called ADHD, but a song called ADHD that just resonates really well with me. And he just consistently he does these songs with Logic, with his ISIS and Homicide with M and all these
he did that one too, where it was it wasn't
Homicide. Homicide was
like a bum that kind of finds money or some shit.
Yeah.
But he takes you to the whole story. It's so good, man.
Dude, he does so even one from the perspective of guys robbing a bank together, doing a heist, and he does the perspective of the heist. And bro, he's such a great and it's funny, man. He'll post things all the time where I'm not as big as I should be because people say I'm corny because this is what I'm talking about. But he's such a good storyteller, and he's such a, I think we get caught up in again, Future, awesome, time and place. And you know, like, but there's also an argument to be made that Future's talking a lot about doing fucking lean and being drunk all the time and whatever, and maybe that's not cool. Where Joyner, and not to say Joyner's clean because he's far from it, but he's also storytelling of these things that are very real, that are very, I think, personal, very like uncomfortable, and he just and I just can never believe, dude. He did a song with Eminem, the Lucky Me. And he's the only person I've ever heard where I go, I'm not sure who had the better verse. And with Eminem, it's usually
has it. Yes.
Oh, it's not even close. You go, oh, Eminem is about to murder this shit. And yeah, Joyner goes first.
Don't put him on your track.
Oh, dude, Joyner goes first, and then M comes in, and you're like, oh shit. I got to think about this because neither one is wrong. Like neither argument that you could make, right? Like who's better? They're both just phenomenal. But you go, he held his own with, you know, arguably one of the greatest lyricists of all time.
Yeah.
And and it was cool because M has seen him do ciphers and all that and went, I really like him. And Joyner was like a fan. He's like geeking out. And then they got to do a song together, which I love to see people get in those positions. But it's funny, man. I thought about him and I went, who wants to face him in a rap battle? Because from what I've seen lyrically, that's not the guy. He's so fucking creative. And that I go, oh my God, imagine the shit that he would come up with. Like the double, triple, quadruple entendres they would come up with in lyrics.
But he's not big enough commercially for anybody to come out.
Yeah, if you do not know about Joyner Lucas,
check him out, man.
And go down that rabbit hole.
Really
man.
good,
he's so good. So good. Like I can't. And also, if you're into Drake, Joyner Lucas is also half white. So if that's your thing, then go.
Yo, how we doing on time, bro?
Dude, we're at an hour and 5, man.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I know we got some shit on here. What do you want to get into, man?
Ooh, what's the one?
You want to talk about the guy in New York, or you want to talk about...
Bro, yeah.
I feel like we got to touch on this guy, right?
It's going to be too old if we touch on it a week from now. Yeah.
So, you guys have probably seen this. A guy set himself on fire in New York City, just outside of the courthouse where Trump's trial is being held. The guy's name is Max Azzarello.
Probably Latino?
I don't know.
Filipino? What is he?
Azzarello.
Okay.
I don't know. But apparently, like somebody or several people seen this guy like dousing himself with some kind of, flammable liquid, and they were calling out to like the police, like, yo, this guy's set himself on fire, and he fucking does it. Right? And whatever he doused himself with, he is in intense.
Oh, bro, he's a fire
fucking flames.
He looks like a NASCAR driver. He just got out of a car that was. So
yo,
the nuts, bro.
The video that I saw, bro, I go, the guy's like freaking out. He's doing that. He's like, somebody, help, help. Bro, I immediately put myself in that position. And I'm like,
which position? On fire? Or
no,
the guy watching
fuck
it?
No, man. I ain't fucking setting myself on fire. Fucking
retards. Be a marshmallow in a s'more.
No, man, dude. Let me tell you something. But it put myself in the position of the guy recording. I'm not calling anybody. Not one person, bro. You want to fucking set yourself on fire, bro? Knock yourself out.
Yeah, dog. You know how fucked up mentally you have to be to set, bro. If you want to kill yourself and all that stuff, like, there's some painful ways or something, bro. Setting yourself on fire is a wild thing to do. You know how fucking painful that is for a long time,
No,
bro.
I don't.
You ever burned your finger, bro?
By mistake.
That shit hurts, bro. Now do that to your whole body for minutes.
Yeah, bro.
Minutes. Because it takes a long time to die from that shit. Like minutes.
Yeah, dude.
And eventually you burn through enough layers where you stop feeling pain. It's fucking brutal. So I go, you have to be so far gone to do that, bro.
Yeah.
So far gone. Like, and he's like the second or third person to do that shit in the last week or two. Then somebody else set themselves on fire. I can't remember who it was, man. But on TV too, set themselves on fire. I think it was in front of the White House or something.
I'm going to tell you right now, bro. This is how you fucking rid yourself of the fucking tards in society, bro. Like, if you are willing to do that, I am willing to stand by and watch.
Yeah, we should let that. Yeah, like he's not dead, right? They rescued him.
No, he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, I thought they
No,
just
they
sprayed
did.
him out.
Yeah, they fucking they extinguished him,
They sting it.
and then they took him to the fucking hospital, and he died.
Yeah, and he died. Yeah, from fucking because he turned himself again into a s'more. Bro, the best shit about that was the video that I saw was the chick, the news reporter chick, and she was like, "Oh." And you know how these news reporters they try not to get emotional, like they try not to act like you and I. Like if that shit happened in front of you and I, I'd be like, "Yo, this motherfucker's on fire. Check this shit out.
Yep.
This is wild, right?" She was like, he has completely engulfed himself, and she's just so matter of fact, like, but you could tell inside she wants to be like, "This motherfucker's on fire."
Be like, don't mind me, get a close up of that shit.
Yo, she keeps her cool, and it is the most awkward, like, oh, can someone here? We need to extinguish these flames, and she's just so calmly talking about it. I'm like, bro, stop using big words. Just say he is on fire. This motherfucker looks, he's like a log right now. We're not making s'mores. He should not be burning this way, like, bro.
Yeah. And so one of the first things that I was disturbed about was they say he's from Florida. So
of course he is.
Well, he does. Well, he lived here at the time, but he was born in New York.
Was he a fire marshal here? What did he do?
I had no idea.
Imagine he was a firefighter. That ain't shit.
So no, man. So he according to like his friends and acquaintances, really smart guy. Almost like one of those like guys that are like too smart.
Oh, okay.
And he felt that he was kind of getting into these conspiracy theorists, and he actually held up a sign that said like he felt like Trump and Biden were working together to form like a fascist coup.
Okay.
And that was kind of his thing of, I'm going to be outside of the courthouse. There's going to be media there, and I guess I'm going to set myself on fire to bring light so that all of you fucking sheep can see what's actually going on. Now, are you right? Are you wrong? Listen, there's probably better ways to do that shit, and setting yourself on fire is not one of them.
That's so bossy,
dude.
Bro. That's so wild.
And dude, if you set not you, but if somebody out there in the street sets us on fire, dude, I'm not saving you.
No, you shouldn't. If I set myself on fire, we could put this on the record. If I set myself on fire, let me go.
I'd be like, man, he had a rough day.
Yo, can you imagine surviving that? And now you got to walk around looking like charcoal all the time.
Dude, the best thing that happened to him is that he died.
Yeah. I would think that's the goal, right?
I would, yes. If you say something on fire, you want to be dead.
That's a fucking painful way to go. That's why I'm like, bro, you're clearly there's something wrong with you, right? Like mentally, like the to get that, like, I understand the protest to that extreme, to put yourself through something that traumatizing physically. There's something wrong with you, bro. Clearly, obviously, but there's just like, there's more than just politics. Yeah. That's more like it's hard. Like no one takes that guy serious, right? Like even if he's right, whatever, about his theory, it's so outlandish, his act, that you immediately dismiss him.
Yes. Because
you're like, no, there's clearly something wrong with you. This isn't something a reasonable person would do. A reasonable person maybe might picket. You could argue that. I don't know. I wouldn't. But someone might go out there with a sign. Like, I got bills and shit, so I'm not going out there with a sign.
Yep.
But some people might. I get it. I respect it. That's your whatever, right? As an American. Setting yourself on fire is like...
That's the next level.
You need to be on pills or in a jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking crazy,
yeah, it's fucking nuts, bro.
That's so wild, bro. I don't know.
Dude, we got to end on that, bro.
The on fire?
Yeah, we got to end on that, man. Listen, tell them where they can find us.
That's still more heat than Kendrick has brought so far. At the Carbon Football Podcast on IG, on TikTok, at the Carbon FP Pod, X, Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it, at Carbon FE Pod.
X, goddamn.
And then the Carbon Football Podcast on Facebook, on YouTube, and then all your favorite audio platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audible, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Geo7, Ghana, TuneIn, Pocket Cast, Yeah, all of it. Just search the Cover Food Podcast, or just ask your home device, your whatever your smart device is, your Google Home or your Alexa. Just tell it to play the Cover Food Podcast, and it will play us. So do your thing.
And as always, we appreciate you guys. We will see you next week.
See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.